What's up, guys? Welcome back. So I found this insane MMA match, and I was like, I have to show it to you guys. The match is Frye versus Yoshihiro Takayama from Pride 21. Pride was known for its crazy matches. Well, I should say mismatches, because they would put like a 7-foot guy against like a 5-foot guy. So the first fighter in the match is Frye, who was an Ultimate Fighter turned pro wrestler that worked for New Japan Pro Wrestling in the late 90s and then went back into Ultimate Fighting in the 2000s. His opponent is Yoshihiro Takayama, and Yoshihiro was also a pro wrestler for All Japan Pro Wrestling in the late 90s and had also stepped back into the MMA world for this fight. Both men stand at 6'5" and weigh about 250 pounds. We get a long, super intense stare down before the match. Both men back into their corners for the beginning of the fight, and the bell rings, and they go nuts. As soon as the round starts, they just run up to each other, grab each other by the shoulder, and just start punching each other in the face relentlessly, over and over like a hockey fight.
Pride Fighting Championship Demolition, and there's that right hand! They're duking it out, that right with the right hand! Takayama! Boom! Look at this! Synchronized punching! Synchronized punching, both guys wailing away with right hands. Takayama looking really bad here. Frye blasting the right and the left now. Wow!
I've never seen a thing like this in my life.
In boxing, holding and hitting is illegal, but not mixed martial arts.
Unbelievable.
Here's a replay of the fight from a different camera angle, and you could just see they went completely insane hitting each other. I've never seen anything like it, and I don't think there's any other fight that was like this one, where they ended up punching each other like this. Back to the match, both men in the corner.
Tonight, this made it up right here. Unbelievable.
The thing is, when you're holding and hitting, you can't torque the body and get the knockout punch. But man, that was outrageous.
Oh my God, look at Takayama's face.
There's a big mouth.
Both men are in the corner, clinching each other for about a minute or two, until Takayama takes Frye down, gets some knees in, and they start going blow for blow again.
Their makeup. Takayama with a knee by Takayama, what a surprise! Top flag is caught. Oh God! I'm gonna lose my hearing. The crowd is so loud. I had no idea.
We get a shot of Takayama's face while they're holding each other in the corner, and his eyes are literally swelling shut.
I had no idea that they were going to put this much zip into their zap.
Please, so it's flying out. Whoa. Whoa, you can hear the punches.
I think it's going to be the uppercut that will be the telling blow for Frye.
I think so too.
I think that and Takayama made no secret. He said he's going to throw punches and knees. And he's also he's already connected with one knee to Frye. And Frye starting to huff and puff a little bit. But like I said before, I think it's Frye's uppercut that will be the damaging blow here.
Takayama is just eating punches but will not give up.
Oh, those punches. He's going to feel his hands tonight. That's one thing for sure.
Yes, especially that right hand.
To the body he should hit.
Takayama looking terrible right now.
KO there.
It's going to be a KO.
It's got to be. This cannot go to the past.
No, and he rocked him right there. Don rocked him with the right hand.
And again, you shouldn't throw a knee. Don't you throw a knee.
The crowd erupts, showing massive respect to both men.
A knockout knee, and then go for the head again.
Wow. Subtlety is not in evidence in this match. Both guys trying to terminate with extreme prejudice with punching. Now they're taking a little bit of a breather. Takayama likes to collect old American cars. Now he's only got
Both men are pretty tired in the corner of the ring, and the ref finally comes and breaks them up. So both men go into their corners, and Yoshihiro's team is working hard to try to help soothe the pain a little bit so he can fight again.
The moose under his eye. Boss, this has been a war.
Yoshihiro's face literally is just like a giant bruise, and Don Frye is just rocking that killer mustache.
Whoa. Okay. Right straight to the body with the left.
Both men go at it again.
Oh, look at that! Don is teeing off on Takayama. Takayama trading back.
Oh, God.
Don said that his game plan is to not get hurt against Takayama. Well, Takayama maybe had a different idea on that. Although Don is done. So there's the uppercut.
And there's only 5 minutes in the round.
Both men look exhausted in the corner, and Takayama just all of a sudden goes for a takedown, but Don actually counters and ends up on top of him.
Bad move. Takayama tried to take Don down and maybe spin, but he didn't get the spin part down, so now Don is mounted on top of Takayama. Takayama starting to become a poster boy for Everlast.
Side joke. No. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Don Frye has the full mount and is trying to throw blows on Yoshihiro's face.
A good defense against the mount. Hopefully, for his sake, he does.
There you go. Look at the arm.
It's not going to get right.
Don starts hitting him with the ground and pound, but the referee is like, nah, that's it, and ends the match.
He had. Whoa, you can hear the man.
Oh, there it is. Referee stoppage. And a good one. Yeah, Yuji Shimada was really on top of things because there was no need for Takayama to think anymore. Whoa.
Oh, my God.
He looks like a possum right there. And it was 6 minutes and 10 seconds in round number 1. Wow.
I want to see the replay of the first punching exchange.
Me too.
This
We get a shot of Yoshihiro's face, and it is unbelievable.
all that I expected. What a beautiful fight.
Yeah, it was really a great cap, and you know, it really lived up to the name.
It looks like the episode of Martin when he fought Tommy Hearns.
Another demolition tonight when Bob Sapp demolished Kiyoshi Tamura.
11 seconds. He took him out. Tamura's game plan was to stick and move, but Bob Sapp didn't let him move. He went right at him, and even though that Tamura was running to the sides, Bob Sapp caught him, knocked him down, and then those big sledgehammers.
Don Frye says a little bit into the mic while Takayama is walking backstage getting a standing ovation.
Don Frye も感極まって声が出ません。
Great warrior. 本当にどうもありがとう。また会いましょう。
We have Molly and I have 2 little girls, Katie and Cassie.
ケイティとキャシーっていう小さな女の子がいるんですが、
And I'm gonna go home and raise them now.
そして
Sayonara.
家に帰って子育てに励みたいと思います。どうもありがとう。
まさに視力を尽くしました。死闘とは。
We see some footage of Takayama backstage getting a standing ovation from everyone and icing his face. I can't even imagine how bad the pain was that Yoshihiro was in after the match. This fight will forever go down as one of the craziest MMA fights in history.
打ち合っちゃいけないってもうずっと言ってんのにさ。だから1になっちゃったの？意外にせよ。言おうとして。言いたかったんですけどね、皆さん金沢のこと。あ、そうか、デビュー10周年か。なっちゃったか。いや、惜しかった。いやもう。いやもう。まあ役目は果たしたけど、今日。気分で帰りましたね。
Don Frye spoke a little bit in an interview after the match.
It was a tough fight. Takayama-san, powerful individual, great fighter. No, never gave a great Japanese warrior spirit. Yeah, great tribute to Japan.
How is his punch?
Oh, powerful. Hit like a mule. Hit like a mule. I saw stars.
What kept you stand up? Like, what kept you?
I don't know.
Maybe your wife?
My wife told me if I ever lose, I have to get a real job. So I can't lose.
Right. Maybe you might. Who do you want to fight next?
I don't know. We're going home raise my babies.
It seemed like Don was on top of the world, but things were soon to change. In Don's next fight after Takayama, he was tapped out from an armbar by Hidehiko Yoshida. Don went into this match with Takayama with a 15 wins and 1 loss record. After this fight, he ended up losing his next 5 fights in a row, but he went on to have a total of 15 more fights after the fight with Takayama, losing 9 of them. He retired in 2011 with a 20 wins, 9 losses, and 1 draw record. Don had to undergo surgery after breaking his neck so bad in a pro wrestling match that they had to fuse 3 vertebrae along with taking a few 3mm tips out of 2 vertebrae. Don also had surgery in the early 2010s where he had 2 titanium rods put into his back. He walked around for 2 years in pain until in 2016 he found out both rods were snapped and stabbing him internally. He went into surgery to fix the rods, one of the surgeries being 3 hours long just to clean the scar tissue on the insides from the rods stabbing and scraping his back. While he was in the hospital, his brain hemorrhaged 3 days into the surgery and he was put into a coma in ICU. Don caught pneumonia and a spinal infection. While he was in a coma, his wife left him. Don woke up from the coma skinny as a rail and he underwent intense rehab and therapy. Not only that, but he lost his horse that he had for 24 years. All of this happened in 2016, the same year Don was inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame, where he mentioned his fight with Takayama. Check out the girth on that stash, by the way. I just tried uploading the video, and it's not letting me show this clip of Don's speech, I'm pretty sure, so I'm uploading it again without it, but this is what Don said. My other big pride fight was against Yoshihiro Takayama-san. He was a late replacement for an injured Mark Coleman. Pride actually let me know about that change a whole week before the fight. I didn't know a thing about Takayama going in, but I knew what he was. All man about 5 seconds into that fight. We went at it hard. Some people say it's one of the best MMA fights ever. All I know is that if you can fight in Japan and you can hear the crowd actually cheering, you must be having one hell of a fight. That was a fun brawl, but it may have been the last time that I actually really felt like the Predator. In 2017, Dom was interviewed on Jim and Matt's radio show, where he revealed that he went through a serious painkiller addiction. He's broke, homeless, and living out of his truck. Things got so dark that he resorted to multiple attempts of suicide by cop. The cops that showed up recognized Frye and would not shoot him. As for Takayama, he went back into pro wrestling a little bit after this fight, winning over 20 championships. He only fought in MMA 2 times after this fight with Don, one in 2002 and once in 2013. His MMA record ended at 1 win and 4 losses. Takayama was wrestling for the Japanese pro wrestling promotion DDT in 2017 when tragedy struck. He tried to do a sunset flip in the ring, landing completely wrong and breaking his neck, paralyzing himself from the neck down. Unfortunately, these pictures are the only things I could find from the accident. Takayama was rushed to the hospital immediately, where he was diagnosed with a cervical spinal cord injury due to degenerative cervical spondylitis. Takayama remained bedridden for months, and the public was not being told about it at all. On August 6th, his family got the news that Takayama is paralyzed from the neck down, ending his entire career. The public was made aware on September 4th when they went public with the news that Takayama is able to breathe on his own, but is still paralyzed. In this clip, we could see Takayama's hands lock back into place after the nurse tries to move and bend his hands and wrists. Don Frye was told about Takayama's condition, and he flew to Japan to visit him in this really wholesome moment. Here's the only footage I could find from a Japanese television show.
Hey, how are you doing, buddy?
Yes.
すると、少し俺の話をしていいかな。ドン・フライが突然語り始めた。俺は何度も君を恨んだこともあったんだ。俺はあの試合で人生が狂った。君との試合で選手生命が絶たれ、家族にも逃げられたよ。実はドン・フライ、あの伝説の試合で一躍スターに上り詰めた高山とは真逆。地獄の人生を歩んでいた。あの試合以降、しばらくは格闘界で人気を博していたが、高山戦での激しいダメージの後遺症で何度も手術を繰り返していたドン・フライ。その後は成績がみるみる悪化。地元アメリカでは日本人に苦戦。ドン・フライは終わったと辛辣な評価が。さらに悲劇は続き、後遺症の手術中、脳出血で危篤。3週間にわたる昏睡状態に陥っていた。目を覚ました時にはまるで別人のような姿に。さらに妻にも逃げられるどん底人生。そして彼に待っていたのは高山と同じような先の見えないリハビリ生活だった。でも絶望の時、私は人生で一番輝いていた瞬間に支えられていた。果たして絶望の淵で彼を支えていたものとは。君との試合を思い出していたんだ。あの時に戻りたい。その思いでリハビリを乗り越えたんだ。僕は君に救われたんだ。憎んだこともあった高山の存在が復活の大きな糧に。このことをどうしても伝えたかったという。すると高山もあの試合について語り始めた。
ついこの間なんですけど、あの試合がまさにここロッキーバルボーイにした試合だって。
Today, Don Frye is living a much healthier life. He got back on track, and he was just on Joe Rogan on June 22nd. He had an awesome interview. Go check it out. And that right there is the story of Yoshihiro Takayama versus Don Frye from Pride 21 Demolition. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I tried some new content. It's pretty similar to wrestling, but it's a little bit different. So let me know how you liked it. Later.